Good morning. I was watching a Satsang with Muji yesterday, and a contemplation from a Sangha member. I don't remember exactly what the trail of it was, but it led to the offering of Muji saying that the thinker is also a thought. And the mind just like clinches around this. It just like logically, sure, of course. But to go really into it and really like try to find that is true, there's a short circuit that's happening. It's like this mental, it's very uncomfortable, but it feels like on the other side of this possibly is something more that I would like to explore.
Well, you go right to the heart of it. That you can hear that, is already quite something. That you can say, and I think honestly, that you know it perhaps by inference. Maybe by the repetition of satsang and hearing it over and over again. Just, it's a real blessing. So be in a posture of great gratitude for coming to a place where you can actually hear that without thinking, that's total nonsense. Because it's true on the other side of this, Krishna Priya, is something unimaginable, inconceivable. It's the want of wants. And all of the things that, all of the sages have always said, it cannot be said, it can't be known. But in a way, to know it by inference, that somehow in you, something in that seems to make sense, is very profound. And I will tell you, it's not possible to figure it out. So, you can relax. You see, the mind is a knot that cannot untie itself. You see? Any amount of wiggling you do tightens the knot, doesn't it? And anyway, the knot itself in the rope is insentient. So, shall we just play with it a little bit, just as a little bit of a mind bender, perhaps, in the hope that maybe it'll just fall away, or some gentle little fissure. You see, because the you that you think you are is indeed a thought, regarding a thought. It was Andrew who introduced this word recursive to me, which is perfect. It's the perfect word because it's exactly how it is. It's a reflection regarding a reflection. Not knowing the source of light. The ego is you could say it's a bit like a two-way mirror. Huh? Itself a reflection, and something looking through it that cannot be perceived, regarding its own self. Calls itself I. You see, the important thing to know is this is a great relief. Means there's nothing for you to do. In your searching, there's nothing you will find. You can relax. Which rope, which knotted coil of rope is easier for a fisherman to untie? One that has been under great tension, between dock and boat. One that's been soaking in salt water and then drying and then soaking again. A rope under tension, or a rope that's just sort of loosely lying on the deck. You see, so you could say this is your work, is to soften and allow, to loosen up, to relax. You see, because the rope cannot untie itself, and the mind can't know anything but mind. Mind cannot peer beyond mind. It's not possible. And in the cessation, in the recognition of this, and the cessation of the I know thought, at the end of right and wrong, the end of I'm right, this is the dawn of knowingness. It's the beginning of Satchitananda. You trade an eye for an eye. It's a good exchange. Fool's gold for the real thing. And so that the ego itself is actually truly nothing more than a collection of thoughts that somehow in a lattice, in a matrix of reflectivity, we call it memory in a way, to be super simple about it, let's just call it memory. This one who calls herself Krishna Priya is a memory that walks and talks with attractions and aversions based on memory, based on past experience, based on interpretation of past experience. Remember, in this reflectivity of mind, a reflection regards a reflection. That reflectivity becomes recursive, infinitely. But the source of reflectivity is light itself. And this is the unimaginable thing, is that is primarily what you are before you lost yourself in reflection. So reflect on that. And you said, it's uncomfortable, I think, maybe is the word you used, disturbing. Yes, of course, because you know what it means. It means death. It's the fear of actual, worse than death, non-existence. You see? But it's not true. How could you be non-existent? What could ever know I do not exist? It's not possible. Existence is, isn't it? By definition. There is not anything called non-existence. How could it be? How could non-existence exist? You're in no peril here, is my point. There's no peril. Isness is. It is never isn'tness. You see? Is this like just a jigsaw puzzle of words? Probably not for you. There's no peril. The death of that identity thought is the very thing that you're seeking for. This is the moth to the flame. And it is liberation from suffering. Then really your only job is to let it be. Let it go. Soften and allow.